What's going on, you guys? UFC Des Moines just finished up. Cory Sandhagen defeats Deiveson Figueiredo by TKO injury, I guess. Figgy just like pops his knee in like a 50-50 position. Super rough. Figgy, in my opinion, is probably done now. He's 37. Looks like he might have just tore something in his knee, ACL, MCL, whatever it might be. That's probably going to be it for him. Fun fighter, always been fun. But yeah, good win by Cory Sandhagen. Was just looking really good in that first round, dominant. And then he gets the finish in the second round. I'm going to be going over the whole card. I did pretty shitty on picks this time, but if you guys like this video, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I post all the MMA content and all that fun stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. I'm going to get into the prelim opener. We had Julianna Miller beating Ivana. Petrovic. Just kind of a rough watch for Petrovic. Just like if she just kept it standing at any point, she would have probably won one more round. But Julianna comes out, does her thing, gets the takedown she needs to, and wins. First win since 2022. I think she won her UFC debut, or the tough finale, and that was it. Good win for her. I forgot that she's fighting out of San Diego, so she's holding it down for us out here. But no, rough beginning start to this card. But yeah, Julianna Miller comes out, does her thing. Petrovic just doesn't train wrestling, I guess. I don't know. Next up, Thomas Peterson versus Dontel Mays. Just domination by Thomas Peterson. Not even close at all. I'm going to pause it. I still listen to the fight right now. The fight stuff. Just domination of Dontel Mays. Dontel Mays got taken down in like the first minute and never looked back. 13 minutes of control time out of a 15-minute. They're almost 14 minutes of control time on a 15-minute fight is crazy from Thomas Peterson. Dontel Mays moves up to a respectable 11-9 record. UFC top of the sport fighter, by the way, 11-9 record. Anyway, Thomas Peterson looked great. 30-25, one of the scorecards. Insane. Give him someone in the top 15 next. Let's see. I know he lost to the GOAT already, Shamil, but everyone does. Next up, Gaston Bolanos. Just, what are you doing, dog? He gets choked out by Quang. Great win by Quang. Rear naked choke. Gaston Bolanos just doesn't do any jiu-jitsu training whatsoever. Comes out, does striking, goes home, calls it a day. What was that? Great win by Quang. They were talking about it in the commentator, how he said, like he gives up his back every time he gets taken down, and boy did he. Gives up his back in the first round, loses that first round because of that. Give up his back in the second round, and Quang gets the submission off of it. Great win. Yeah, Bolanos hit the pad work. No, not pad work, but hit the fucking mats, dog. Get some jiu-jitsu training, something. Just don't give up your back immediately. This isn't heavyweight where you can do that, and like middleweight, light heavyweight, you can't do that here. This is 135. People are actually, smart here. Have some sort of training. Yeah. Anyway, great win by Quang. Next fight, Julian Robertson just beat the bricks off of Marina Rodriguez. Yeah, just not close. Came out, took her down. I thought she was going to get a sub. Did exactly what I thought she was going to do. How old is Julian Robertson? I'll say Rodriguez. Julian Robertson is 29. We have a contender. She looks 40, but is 29. Has like that Lauren Murphy gene, I guess. Marina Rodriguez retires. It's been a career. Was up there getting close to that belt and then lost. But yeah, Julian Robertson got a new contender. I don't know what. I think she's ranked in the top 15. Let's get her somewhere closer, top 10, top 5, and feed her like a lamb to slaughter to Zhang Wei Li up next. But no, fun fighter. I mean, especially for women's fights, goes by because fun fighter. She's actually like when she's on the ground with you, she's trying to end the fight, not just take you down and hold you down. She's like fishing for submissions, fishing for ground and pound, all that fun stuff. So yeah, fun fight. Julian Robertson was it the first? No, Quang was the first finish, but yeah, it was fun watching her. So hopefully she can get up there and maybe fight for the belt soon. And yeah, let's go to the next one. Ryan Loder gets TKO'd by Azamat Bekoev. I'm starting to agree with Guru here when he's talking about these American wrestlers. Get back, well, you know how kind of shit they are. National champion for what, dog? This dude's lived in the cliff for fucking 18 years. It ain't close. Ryan Loder just gets his ass beat. I forgot how he got the knockout, but he got knocked out. Oh yeah, he dropped him once, if I'm mistaken, and then just kind of kept swarming. He got back up and then kept swarming, and Azamat just kept throwing big haymakers, hooks, big midi hooks. Shout out Lucas Tracy. And then knocked him out. Got the dub, 2-0. 2 knockouts. Let's get him in that Abu Dhabi card, I think, or Saudi Arabia card, wherever they're going in July, June. Let's get him. Let's get him there. 2 minutes. He got a knockout in his first fight. Knockout in this one. Let's get him closer up to the rankings. Got a new contender middleweight. Should be fun. Yeah, some good takedown defense. Russian with KO power. Middleweight's fucked. Yeah, fun fight. Fun prospect with Azamat. Still pretty young too. I think he's like 27 if I'm not mistaken. Let me just click around here. Don't mind me. 29. Fun. American top team. I just said he was fighting with AKA. Maybe I'm tripping. I thought he said he was with AKA. Anyway, yeah, let's go to the next fight. The prelim headliner. Yana Santos beats Miesha Tate. Yeah, kind of a snoozer. Yana Santos just kind of was piecing her up on the back foot for the first 2 rounds. And just doing her thing. Especially that second round, she was really piecing her up. The first round, I didn't catch too much of it. I was doing stuff, but piecing her up from what I heard in the first round. The second round just really was piecing her up. Third round, Miesha Tate gets a takedown and almost gets a submission, I think, at one point, if memory serves correctly. And then, yeah, 29-28 across the board. I think the crowd was kind of upset that she won because it was kind of boring the first 2 rounds. I mean, that second round, what I saw, I think she rocked Miesha Tate a few times, but yeah, I think there are people who are upset that Miesha Tate lost. I mean, she only won 1 round. That's what happens if you win 1 out of 3 and not 2 out of 3. Anyway, Yana Santos, I mean, yeah, you're like 36, so she's probably fighting for a belt soon, you know. There's no fucking contenders at 135 for women. I guess if Miesha Tate would have won, she might have been fighting for the belt, but Yana Santos, you know, fought, won, almost got choked out and lost in that 3rd round. You know, almost pulled, what's the word? Pulled a loss from the jaws of victory or something like that. But yeah, it was a fight. Let's go to the next one. Fight of the night, in my opinion. Jeremy Stephens versus Mason Jones. Great fight. First 2 rounds, so it was 30-27 Mason Jones. First 2 rounds, just on the feet, exchanging, throwing. Mason Jones working the body, the legs. The head of Jeremy Stephens. Jeremy Stephens kind of eating a lot. I thought I was surprised because he's pretty old. He's almost like 40 now. But he was just eating all these shots. And they started throwing back, especially in that second round. I think he hurt Mason Jones a little bit. Really fun fight. First 2 rounds, super fun. 3rd round, Mason Jones makes the business decision and says, why am I doing this? Let me shoot a takedown and take him there and just keep him there. And that's what he does. Because he was like, let me not risk getting slept now. You know, second stint in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken, for Mason Jones. Made a smart business decision. Stays not undefeated, 16-2, but keeps his winning record. Still not, nope. Keeps the second streak go. I don't know how the word I'm trying to find is. Gets the dub. That's what he does here on his second stint in the UFC. Jeremy Stephens, I don't know if that's it for him. I think he might have just signed a 1-fight deal from what I've heard. He might have signed a 5-fight deal. I also not sure. Super fun fight. I mean, if this is what Jeremy Stephens going to do, come in and just do fun fights every once in a while, why not? Let's do it. Definitely help bring some life to this card. Mason Jones looked really good on the feet. Hopefully he gets a next friendly matchup to, you know, not someone who's going to tackle him. I mean, he showed pretty good wrestling, so he might be do good on the ground. But yeah, we'll see who they give him next. Hopefully someone, not top 15, not yet. But someone in the rankings. I don't know who. But yeah, fun fight of the night in my opinion. Probably will get the bonus, get them some extra cash, and we'll see if we see Jeremy Siemens anytime soon. Next up, Cameron Smotherman versus Serhiy. Cameron Smotherman sold super hard here. Just didn't, like, at all, like, do anything. Like, what? He's like, I'm going to get this knockout blow. I'm not going to throw anything, but I'm going to get it in my mind. Yeah, just kind of got pieced up the first 2 rounds. I guess the third round was a little bit closer because he actually was throwing. Kind of crazy what happens when you throw. You can win a round. Not according to one judge. It was 30-27 and then 2 29-28. But still, I thought he won that last round. Serhiy looked good on the feet. I think in the first round got a takedown, held him down. Second round was just piecing him up. Kind of, Cameron Smotherman was kind of good. Had some good digs to the body, some counters to the body looked good, but that was about it in the first 2 rounds. Third round came out, actually was throwing a little bit more, but then still kept looking for counters and not getting them, so kind of rough there. That he really kept throwing counters to the body, like in the third round, like he's going to drop him with that. Didn't, though. Anyway, Serhiy, let's see what he does next. Cameron Smotherman, super rough, especially after that Jake Hadley fight. I thought he looked really good, and he was going to come up and be the next guy or something. He still could be, still pretty young. Serhiy looked good, though. Gets a dub. I was wrong on that one. Next up, Montel Jackson versus the fraud himself, Daniel Marcos. 17-0 was the most fucking fraudulent record I ever seen in my life. Looked like he was fucking 0-17 out there. He got his ass beat. Happy about it. Montel Jackson. We'll see him in 2 years next time he fights. But yeah, that was just super rough by Montel. By Montel. That was good by Montel. He beat his ass. Daniel Marcos just looked rough out there. Kept just holding him against the fence and thinking that was going to do something. Yeah, I was kind of watching the Canelo fight on this one, so I don't have too much. But from what I saw, it was shit. It was terrible. Montel Jackson gets the dub, ends his frauds, takes his fucking undefeated streak that he shouldn't have had anyway. Should be like 15-3 now. Disgusting. Montel Jackson, good win. Like I said, we'll see him in a year or two when he's 40 and loses then. I don't know. Dude needs to fight more. Be active. I know you had a long, you went 15 minutes. I want to say it's a rough fight, but you had a fight. So maybe take a little bit of time, but get back in there, dog. Like, you got to get back in there because this is just rough. Once a year fighting is not it, especially if you want to do anything here in this bantamweight division, which hopefully you can. I think you're a fun fighter. I know he's watching that. Speaking to you directly, Montel. But yeah, anyway, Montel Jackson, hopefully he does his thing, gets back soon. Daniel Marcos, who cares? Next up, the Battle of the Unks. Daniel Rodriguez versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. It was round 3? I thought it was round 2. Am I just tripping? I'm just tripping. I think I was watching the Canelo fight. Shouldn't have. Super boring snooze fest. But Santiago just got his ass beat pretty much. Got dropped. Or no, got wobbled really bad. I thought it was the first round, but I don't even know which round it was now. I don't even know. Maybe it was the second round, thinking it was the third. Anyway, thinking it was the first. Rodriguez rocks him really bad. Doesn't finish him. In the third round, though he drops him, and pretty bad. You'll see the thumbnail. I found a good photo I'm gonna use for the thumbnail that I'm gonna put in there. Just a rough one. Drops Ponzi pretty bad. Ponzinibbio protests because they jump on him and stop the fight immediately, which was definitely warranted because he was out, and got up and was just stumbling all over the place. Daniel Rodriguez, these guys are both, I think, 38, so it's kind of rough, what to do next for him. Apparently he's rapping now. The curse didn't affect him. He was saying his walkout song was him rapping. He wrote it and rapped it and all that stuff, so him and Tyron Woodley collab. Let's see it. I'm down. Yeah, Daniel Rodriguez does his thing. Next up, the co-main event. Boy, was I wrong on this one. Bo Nickal loses to RDR. RDR looks looking good so far. 3-0 in the UFC, all 3 finishes. I forgot who his first fight was against, but he choked out Kevin Holland, and then now TKO to the body, knees to the body. Bo Nickal. Bo Nickal got hit a few times in the body and went, this is why I wrestle. Because that was bad. Got some good body shots in, RDR did, and pretty much just kind of crumpled Bo Nickal. You can kind of see the look on Bo Nickal's face after he got hit by a few of those body shots. And he was like, maybe I'm not meant for this. 3-time national champion for what? For real though, RDR looked really good. Great win. Fucking future champ. How old is he? How old is he? I think he's still relatively young. 34? A little bit older. But yeah, super rough. I mean, if you watch, what you guys all should have watched my last video. For Bo Nickal, if you lost, that's pretty much your hype train done. You're 7-0, huge blue chip prospect to come out and get finished like that. It's not a great look, but come back in 3 months and let's get some more fight experience. You got to fight to get experience. So let's do that. Let's not fight once, twice a year. Even if you're getting dummied out here like this, like just fight some cans. Fuck it, get some more experience. Who cares what people say? Fight some cans. It was a huge jump up to fight RDR, former champion of 1. Yeah, RDR looked great. Had some good control time on Bo in the first round. Bo, let me actually do actual recap here, not just fucking yap about the fight. First round, Bo comes out, gets a takedown. Then RDR reverses it, gets on top, ends the round on top. Gets some good shots, if I'm mistaken, from the top position. Second round, scramble a little bit of like clinch work, and then fucking RDR just starts unleashing knees and shots to the body on Bo, and his face he's like, I do not want to be here anymore. And he wasn't there much longer because I think it was a hook. Oh, no, it was a knee to the body, and they just crumpled him. That was it. Took a knee. Wasn't going to take some more shots, but the ref stepped in. Yeah, RDR. Super fun prospect 34. Super fun fighter. I hope he can get someone in the top 10 next. That should be fun. Let's kind of fast track him up to a title. There's not too many contenders right now after Hamza and DDP's next. Right? Yeah, it's all fucking everyone who's like that Adesanya at Ring. Like, I guess Imavov and Cal. I guess there was a few prospects. Anyway, let's get another one in there. More prospects are fucking better. Have someone fight each other. RDR. Oh, yeah, he called out Sean Strickland. Let's fucking let him ragdoll Sean Strickland. Let's see that. That would be really fun. Let's let him choke out Sean Strickland. Sure. I know. That actually, yeah, fuck it. Let's do that fight. Sean Strickland. I don't know who he's fighting next. Adesanya next. Please God, no. Yeah, that's enough yapping for this fight. Main event. Cory Sandhagen versus Deiveson Figueiredo. Like I said in the very beginning, Cory Sandhagen, TKO. It's, I guess, officially kind of just tore up Figgy's knee, in a sense, in a weird scramble. He even said it in his post-fight, like, there's 50-50 positions. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get your knee tore up. And that's exactly what happened. First round, not too much, nothing on the feet. I can't remember who shot first. Someone shot first. Hans shot first. Davidson, I believe, shot first. I might be making this up. Anyway, they get into this weird position where Sandhagen has Sandhagen's leg. Let me make sure I say this right. And has like a weird, like almost knee bar-esque thing. And is kind of like, Sandhagen's kind of like stuck, like he can't really get out, but he's not in too much danger. So he's like, let me just throw some fucking bombs and just beat Figgy's ass from the top position. That's what he does in the first round. It's kind of just throwing bows, throwing good shots, cuts Figgy right on the bridge of the nose. Ends the first round, really dominant. I'm looking at the stats here. Figgy only had 11 total strikes thrown, 8 landed. Sandhagen had 149 thrown, 92 landed. Throwing good strikes and everything. I think he ends it on top. Sandhagen does. After the weird 50-50 position with like Figgy was kind of fishing for a heel hook, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm making sense. End of the second round. End of the first round, excuse me. Second round starts. Sandhagen gets a really good takedown. And again, they're just these scrambles where they end up in this weird like position with the legs like intertwined. They kept kind of fishing like, I'm going to go for a heel hook. No, I'm going to go for a heel hook. They kept kind of going back and forth on like trying to go for heel hooks or like weird shit. I don't really know. But eventually, like Sandhagen's on top and has Figgy's leg like hooked on his leg, and it's just bent really weird. And eventually he turns to get back on top on Figgy like in guard, and his knee just like pops and explodes or some shit. He's throwing strikes after that, but Figgy just taps to the strikes, so it's like a TKO in a sense because he tapped to the strikes, but really it was his knee just like exploded, which is super rough for him. But great win by Sandhagen. Comes out, he looked sharp, looked fast, looked good. Looked like he was actually out here to hurt, not trying to like my test tubes and beakers and my book said to do this punch. Came out and like fuck it, let's go. He said on the mic in the post fight he sounds ready. He wants the belt. He said let me be the backup. Might have to wait because of Peter Yan. Fuck it, let them fight again. That was a fun fight. I don't know what they're gonna do with him yet. Might be the backup for that fight. Who knows? He called for it. Maybe he gets it. Does the Ian Gary route. But yeah, super fun fight by Sandhagen. And let's see what's next for him. Like I said, with Figgy, I think that's going to be it for him. Super rough. He's 37, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. 37, just tore your knee. Yeah, you're pretty much done, brother. Might come back. Might just be done. I think he comes back, he's 38. He's going to be bottom of the top 15 probably. Is he going to want to fight some up-and-comer dude who's going to, some 27-year-old come beat his ass or something? I don't know. Who knows? He's probably still getting paid really good, so he might say, fuck it, let me just get a few more checks in while I can. But yeah, probably it for Figgy. Unfortunately, super fun fighter. Hall of Fame fighter, maybe? Question mark? They're talking, if they're talking about Anthony Smith being the fucking GOAT, apparently, Figgy is fucking, should be on Hall of Fame easy, first ballot. Anyway, Sandhagen does his thing, minus 600, huge favorite, comes out, gets the dub. I don't know who he fights next. Peter Yan part 2? While he waits, I closed it on accident. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you guys like the video, actually, if you do like it, subscribe, all that fun stuff. That's all I got for you. Have a good day. Bye.